Hey, what's up guys? So I recently had this beautiful trade right here, now over 100% plus, right? So I want to review what is PONKE, which is on Solana Network. This is just a clean website. I love the narrative here. PONKE's a degenerate gambler with anger issues. The graphics, website's clean. It's available on so many exchanges already. This is one of those high conviction plays for me, honestly. Of course, not financial advice, but for me personally, this is something that you can trade with size, 5-10% of your portfolio. Never go too hard, fellas, never go too hard. Anyhow, yeah, look, this is just such a fun meme. It's so memeable, it's so funny, it's so relevant for crypto. And then when you check out this, it's got a good amount of followers. You've got the likes of Crash Trading, which if you have been living under a rock, he's one of the most solid callers these days. He called Brett, Redo, Bobo, PONKE, here he is. Yeah, this guy's solid, man. You give him a follow for sure. He knows what he's on about, man. So anyway, back to PONKE. They've got great engagement here, awesome animations, fresh content. There's a great community. People really get behind PONKE, right? I mean, this is awesome. Look at these graphics, This is next level stuff, guys. Just in case you had never heard of PONKE before, put it on your radar. Even though it's already quote unquote high, fully diluted market cap. Yeah, 377. Guys, seriously, man, if you're one of those that's only looking for micro caps, I mean, I get it. You're looking for 100Xs and stuff. But this here is a prime example, in my opinion, of something that's going to probably do at least a 10X in the peak of the bull run. Anyhow, let's just finish off here by checking out how pro they are. Look at their link tree. They've just got so much going on. So pro. Check out their Telegram, check out their Instagram. They're on YouTube. They've got hilarious animations. This is one of the top dogs this cycle. Okay, so what you're looking at here is the trade alert section of Gains Lab. June 25 this year, I called PONKE, and I was saying that it looks like it wants to blow at 3.33. with a great entry, right? So in the Discord, I like that there was a bullish stochastic cross up, which basically means the momentum was picking up on the daily. So let's go check that out. This was it right here. This is June 25. You can see that we had this little downtrend, and it broke through the downtrend. And with that break of the downtrend, we also had this little green dot. Now, on this particular indicator, which is Lux Algo, the green dot is essentially the same as a stochastic cross. Let me show you what that looks like on a regular stochastic. So here, just for comparison, what you got here is market cipher B, which actually had a cross earlier, which is notable. But here's your stochastic momentum index, not necessarily the exactly same as stochastic RSI, but it more or less is. They've just smoothed it out more, right? So you've got a stochastic cross up on the daily chart. And that is significant because what that tells you is that the buyers have now taken over. Right here, all this way down, it was sellers market, selling, 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 selling. The orange line is above the blue line, which means that the sellers are overtaking the buyers. And then a cross where the blue line came up above the orange, and that is a stochastic cross. And that means that the buying is overtaking the selling. Now, our entry, as per the Discord, was 333, right? So 333 was right around here. So I've placed here the risk to reward. So what I was saying in the Discord was that we've had a nice pump out. We've had the stochastic cross up, and it has also crossed above the 20 line. So it means that momentum's really picking up to the upside, right? And what I said was that there's an FVG, which is a fair value gap, which is right here. And 0.333 was your entry zone, and your stop loss was negative 15%. So your downside is 15%. So let's remove the fair value gap is right here, right? Price pumped out. So within a day, as you can see here, the next day, I said PONKE was already in profit, right? So, and then I said that there's an FVG which could get filled, and that would make a sniper entry. So this is what I was talking about, the FVG. And so what happened? Price actually pumped out almost 50%. And then it had a pullback, right? All the way back down into this FVG. And that's your sniper entry. Bam, right? So it's, in theory, you could have actually waited for after that pump out, and then down here, boom, there's your entry. And then look at this move out. I'll remove the FVGs for now. But look at this move out. That's a clean 2x there. So if you were to have risked, let's call it 100 bucks. So according to my risk calculator, which I'm saying that you never want to risk more than 1% of your total portfolio generally, right? So let's say that on this trade, you risked $100. However, on the upside, what you can see here is that the risk to reward is over 6. So meaning that, you see this right here? That essentially means if on the downside, you would lose $100, but on the plus side, you would gain almost $700, right? And so then what I further said after this trade was already in profit was that you then could move your stop loss into profit. So right now you've got this downside risk, right? But now let's say you move your stop loss. In the beginning, your stop loss was down here. But once the trade was in profit, you could have moved your stop loss to here. Means even if you get stopped out, right? Even if price had come down here, you're still in profit. And then if we move down to the 4-hour chart, you could then, let's say once this new higher low got made, you see that? And then it pumped out, or even this one here, you move yourself into profit again, and then into profit again, and then into profit again. And now here, into profit again. Now, you don't want to go too close because you'll likely just get stopped out, right? So meaning that your worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario is that you get stopped out in 82% profit. So that if you were risking $100 to the downside, you would likely be in at least $500 to the upside, right? So at this point, you could have taken profits at plus 50% or so. You could have sold, say, a quarter of your position or a third. This is a very personal thing. But I mean, when you're in a 2x profit, you really want to be selling. You could potentially sell half. And now you've just got a moonbag. I mean, look at PONKE now. It's in full price discovery, which means there is no limit to where this could potentially go, right? And just for fun, actually, I'll do some moon math. So if we take a fib from the recent high to a recent low, and then I put on my moon math template. This is very simple, but honestly, these targets work. they get hit and other traders use them, so it'll work. Like I would imagine when you see price come up to this 1.618, you'll likely get a rejection, possibly come all the way down here and then back up and then down. This is just what works. Keep it simple, guys, seriously. I gave the whole plan, I gave updates, I gave the justification for why I like the setup. I even provided how not to get wrecked. So if this is the kind of content that you like, check out my Discord, which is at wap.com/GainsLab. The link will be in the description. And so what we do here is we got trade alerts, we've got smart money analysis. We use tools like Nansen, Chained, Candlestick, anything that we can use to get an edge. We obviously use technical analysis, provide regular market insights. I have education. So I realized that in this market, you don't want to just be fed fish, but you also want to be taught how to fish on your own, right? Risk management, which is the most important, just survive. I teach you some of the really awesome tools that are available out there, and also exclusive benefits such as launching of our own projects, which are coming up in the next few weeks. We currently have a 3-day trial, and then it's $99 a month, which some might say that's steep, but honestly, if you risked $100 to the downside, on this one trade alone, you could have made something like $600 or $700, which far outweighs the expense. And that's just one trade. We have tons of setups in our trade alerts, and we are making fantastic profits here. So smash the like, hit the subscribe, check out my Discord, and remember, Wami, we already made it, fellas. Peace.